Alright, so I have gathered some very important information that I have to share. It's been a while since I uploaded videos, so I don't want to upload unless I have something like valuable to share, you know what I mean? So that's why I haven't been on for a while. But this is obviously a very important topic. I'm not going to dive too deep into my situation, but obviously you can tell by the title, like, events have unfolded. So, what to do if she leaves or you break up? I would assume that if you're watching this, she left you because, like, if you leave her, you're probably not going to be looking out for advice and stuff like that about how to deal with it. But yeah, so first thing is, like, the moment she disrespects you or like says that she doesn't want to be in a relationship anymore, don't fight it, because you can't change her mind. Because the amount of thought and effort that it takes for her to come to the conclusion that she doesn't want to be with you, she's already considered every possible outcome. You know what I mean? So like anything that you say isn't gonna change your mind. So the only thing that you can do, like, the only thing that you're doing by talking to her about it or like trying to convince her that she's wrong, is you're just like degrading yourself and just showing her that you're kind of a bitch, basically. So it's just, like, don't text her. I've got a little card full of things to talk about. But yeah, so first of all, don't text her. Like, no matter how bad you want to, no matter how bad, like, you're like, oh, it could work, like, oh, this and that, like, we'd be so good together, like, anything that you think, she's thought about it and she disagrees. So there's nothing you can do about it. So don't fucking text her. You're just gonna be a bitch. Don't really stop paying attention to what she's doing on social media. Like, try and just distance yourself from her as much as possible, so you can get like the adaptation of your brain happening really quick, to like make sure that you know that she's not around anymore. And that's pretty difficult. Like, easier said than done. My hair's kind of chopped. I'm sorry. Don't make fun of me. Yeah, easier said than done to like let her go. But if she made the decision that she wants to go, she's gone, and there's nothing you can do to save it. So don't don't act like she's still yours. If she wants to do anything, just let her do it, because there's nothing you can do to save her. And a good mentality to have is, like, at this point in your life, you're the lowest that you'll ever be. Like, if you're continually improving, at this point in your life, this is the lowest you'll ever be. And the women that you're with are only going to keep getting better as time progresses, because you're going to keep getting better. So you're going to have like higher leverage in the dating market, you know what I mean? So a good mentality to have is that, like, there's always another one, there's always a better one. And I'm not entirely aware of like if she comes back, is that a good thing? I'm not sure. I have not like gone through that, so I couldn't really comment on it. We'll see, but yeah, another thing is, don't try and, like, the 2 weeks after, like, this is week 3 for me, and I'm pretty much like chilling right now. But like, if you were like invested in the relationship and you didn't want it to end, you know what I mean? You're gonna make some like really, really dumb decisions. So don't, like, just make sure that you're not being really stupid right after. Don't like do anything incredibly, like, don't my advice would be, don't do anything. Like, just let it sit for 2 weeks. Don't like text anybody. Any girls that you know, don't text anybody. Don't like try and talking to people in real life is completely fine. That's a healthy thing to do. Do not like rant about it to everyone that you know. Pick like a couple close male friends. Don't rant about it to girls also. Pick a couple close male friends and like rant about it constantly. Like my cousin, I talk to my cousin like every day, just over text because he lives in a different province, but I rant about him to it like frequently, and like especially like closer to the date that it happened. I was like ranting like frequently and just like explaining my thoughts and like, oh, like, why did this happen? Like, it doesn't matter why it happened, and like you just need to get the fuck over it. And the other thing is you need to use it for I'll get to that, but like, yeah, don't try and like text anybody or like do any type of thing online. Just chill for 2 3 weeks. Don't take any action in dating, even though it's gonna be like you're gonna think, oh yeah, but like I need that like void filled. It's not gonna be filled by anybody that you're gonna meet like in any time soon. You know what I mean? Especially if this was like someone special to you, you're not gonna meet another one special for like quite a while. So don't expect it to happen right away. Um, and you're just gonna be chasing something that's not gonna happen. So just for the 2 or 3 weeks, or even 4 or 5 weeks after, just don't touch your phone. Um, if you know what I'm saying. Um, yeah, and maybe you don't even want to fully let it go, like fully, because it can be like a really good trigger for growth. Like you want to use like the pain that you feel and like discomfort and like sit in it and like feel it because it's really like it's helpful. Like you know what I mean? It's motivational for sure. Um, so you want to like use it, and if you're there's certainly a point to where it's like you're overthinking about it, but like once you get kind of out of like the automatic overthinking about it, like if you wake up in the morning and you're thinking about it, don't read the texts, don't like look back at photos, don't think about things, like don't try to like minimize your whole day being uptaken by like thinking about it, you know what I mean? um and that will take a while, but as soon as you're like I don't it's hard to explain, I guess, because it's kind of different for everyone, but you want to like minimize it taking up your whole day, but use it in an effective way to motivate you to work harder in everything that you do, like study harder, gym harder, eat like that's the thing I've noticed too is like destructive habits like eating junk food, just plain example, you know what I mean? Is like I feel way worse about doing them because it's like I need to get better now, you know what I mean? Like I need to show her what she's missing out on, you know what I mean? Um, potentially what like I know I'm looking kind of chudly right now, so maybe that's like it definitely was a contributing factor because I'm a little bit of a chud right now. But summer cut, gonna be chilling. Um, use it as motivation. Go to the gym harder and make more money and study harder and etc. 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 Don't try and jump into new things too fast, like relationship wise. I'm not entirely sure how well I believe like the it'll come when you're ready for it mentality, because like you definitely need to make things happen. Like if you don't go outside, then there's nobody just gonna like appear in your room. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to make things happen, but you don't force things. Basically, talk to people, see what's up, like just be a social person, and then maybe it'll happen. Like when it's time, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Don't try and like figure out the reason either. That's something I did a lot. Was like oh, why did this happen? Because you can think about it as much as you want, and you can. It's definitely advantageous to look at it through the lens of like, what did I do wrong here? Because then I can improve next time. But for the most part, there's really nothing like, unless you were like severely gone. I don't know. There's definitely a couple things that I could think of that I would change, but just keep them in mind and don't like 100% believe that it was your fault, unless you're like, if you're like just gaming every night, if you're like beating her or something, if you're like cheating on her, like those type of things, like like extreme circumstances where you're like doing drugs and like obviously she's gonna leave you because you're just like a degenerate like dumbass, you know what I mean? Then yeah, it's your fault, like obviously, like, but if you're just like trying your best, like, you know everybody makes mistakes all the time, so it's kind of once you make them, you kind of learn from them, like in the moment or like shortly afterwards. You don't have to like think back through the entire relationship and like analyze every single step that you did. So try not to do that. Like, it's also just a thing, you have to think about it a lot. You have to like just, your brain is gonna have to process it, and like, I don't know what, like I could compare it to like just a computer. Like if you just plug a chip into a computer, like a, you know, USB, and you like click to open all the files, because like, or like delete all the files. I don't know. It has to like download them first. You know what I mean? So it has to like go through everything and then like delete it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like completely accurate, but you have to like, your brain has to analyze everything, every like step that went wrong, and like analyze everything, I guess. Just trying to like explain better, but I can't think of anything better to explain. Yeah, so you need to give it time for that. So yeah, the most important thing is just time. Don't do anything crazy in the meantime. You're allowed one night with the boys to drink slightly. After that, no degen shit, no drinking, no like binging on food or being a gooner. You know what I mean? And I use gooner as the term of like all chudley activities. Sometimes people like get me confused with that, but I say that a lot. So don't like use it for construction rather than destruction. And bro, she wasn't the only thing in your life. You know what I mean? If she was dating you, she saw potential in you. So don't like, don't fall off now. You know what I mean? Now's the time to like show her what she's missing out on. So do that shit. Make it fucking happen. But yeah, rant to a male friend. Give it time. It just time. Give it time. Don't force any new relationships. I think that's pretty much it. Probably went over a couple things a couple times, but I don't know. That's pretty much it. Just have a good day.